Cinnamon may conjure warm and cozy images, swirled into coffee, sprinkled on oatmeal, or starring in sticky buns that somehow vanish before noon. But behind its comforting scent lies a serious scientific contender in the fight against age-related cognitive decline. That's right. The spice that makes your holiday desserts irresistible might also be giving your brain a metabolic and neurological edge. So let's roll up our sleeves, wipe the sugar off our lips, and take a deeper look at why cinnamon is turning heads in the world of brain health. At the heart of cinnamon's brain-boosting potential is its curious connection to insulin sensitivity. While most people associate insulin with blood sugar and diabetes, this hormone plays an unsung but vital role in the brain. Neurons don't just love glucose, they depend on it for energy, and insulin helps them process it efficiently. But here's the problem. As we age, especially if we eat like it's Thanksgiving every day, insulin signaling in the brain can go a little haywire. Poor insulin sensitivity doesn't just lead to type 2 diabetes. It's also linked to cognitive decline and even Alzheimer's disease, which some researchers have provocatively called type 3 diabetes. Enter cinnamon. This spice contains compounds like cinnamaldehyde and procyanidins that appear to improve the body's response to insulin. Some studies suggest that cinnamon can activate insulin receptors and enhance glucose uptake, not just in muscle cells, but potentially in brain cells as well. Better fuel means better function. Think of it as swapping out your brain's sluggish diesel engine for a smooth, high-octane hybrid. But cinnamon doesn't just help neurons eat, it may also help them connect. Brain plasticity, the ability of neurons to form new connections and adapt to new information, is the foundation of learning and memory. And wouldn't you know it, cinnamon may give plasticity a gentle, aromatic nudge. In animal studies, cinnamon supplementation has been linked to improved memory, learning performance, and increased levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF. That's the same brain fertilizer we talk about with exercise, meditation, and certain antidepressants. BDNF helps neurons survive, grow, and form connections. It's like Miracle-Gro for your hippocampus, and cinnamon seems to help it flourish. There's also evidence that cinnamon may reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in the brain, those twin troublemakers behind much of the damage in neurodegenerative diseases. By neutralizing free radicals and calming overactive immune responses in the brain, cinnamon helps keep the neuronal environment clean and cooperative. It's as if your brain has been operating in a smoky dive bar for years, and cinnamon walks in, opens the windows, and starts scrubbing the counters. In one particularly exciting rodent study, cinnamon reversed learning deficits in mice with poor cognitive performance. These weren't just sleepy mice who forgot where they buried their nuts. These were genetically altered models meant to mimic serious cognitive disorders. After being fed ground cinnamon, the mice not only learned tasks more effectively, they also showed increased neuroplasticity markers in their brains. And yes, just in case you were wondering, it was real cinnamon, not some cinnamon-scented lab goop. Of course, we still have to pump the brakes a bit. Most of the strongest evidence comes from animal studies and in vitro experiments. Human trials are much fewer, though early research is promising. Some small clinical studies have shown improvements in attention and working memory in adults who took cinnamon extract or simply chewed cinnamon gum. Not exactly Nobel Prize-winning memory, but enough to suggest that this isn't just spice rack folklore. A quick word of caution though, not all cinnamon is created equal. Most of what you buy in stores is cassia cinnamon, which contains a compound called coumarin that can be harmful to your liver in large amounts. Ceylon cinnamon, often labeled as true cinnamon, has far lower levels of coumarin and is generally considered safer for daily use. So, if you're planning to make cinnamon part of your regular brain care routine, spring for the good stuff. Your neurons and your liver will thank you. Ultimately, cinnamon's allure lies in its intersection of flavor and function. It's delicious, it's comforting, and it just might be protecting your synapses from the slow slide of aging. Whether it's boosting insulin signaling, increasing neurotrophic factors, reducing inflammation, or simply making you more likely to eat a healthy bowl of oatmeal, cinnamon brings more to the table than most of us ever imagined. So the next time you reach for a sprinkle of this ancient spice, know that you may be doing your hippocampus a favor. You won't turn into a memory champion overnight, but you just might keep your mind a little sharper, your neurons a little happier, and your breakfast infinitely more satisfying. Just remember, cinnamon isn't a miracle cure, but it's a sweet step in the right direction.